Oh, senior runner here again. Rule number 3. I can't run zone 2. Well, we've already told you a couple of things. We've told you about how you run and the style you run. We've told you about whether you need to look at the zones as far as the physical heart rate zones set out by X% of your maximum heart rate, and how you can change that and mold that together, perhaps with your perceived effort. So you're running a perceived effort. You manage to run a nice gentle pace at perceived effort, but you don't know where you are. How far have we done? How far have we got? Ah, I want this to be easy. I don't want to be thinking about things. You see, you need to make it so that this run isn't a run. It's enjoyable. You need to enjoy it. So as part of enjoying it, you put the analysis of this all afterwards. And that's important because it gives you a little boost. It gives you that drive and that enthusiasm to let's not think about it while I'm running. I'm just going to go and occasionally start thinking about my about how I've done and yeah, can I speak a full sentence? Can I speak a part sentence? What zone am I in? You can think that occasionally instead of constantly looking at your watch. So how do we do this? Well, there's two ways of doing this part. You need to be able to analyze it, keep the data, and prove to yourself that you're doing things right and see the data improve, see your heart rate dropping so that in zone 2, whichever one you choose, you are actually hitting that or staying in that for a lot longer, and you're doing quicker and quicker within that zone 2. Really good idea. I saw somebody on the internet doing 175 paces a minute, and he was in the middle of his zone 2. Absolutely amazing. I would be in zone 4, 3 or 4, late zone 3, early zone 4. So we need to be able to easily get that data figure down and speed up and the the zone 2 at a reachable position. So first thing is try doing the treadmill. Try doing the treadmill. Great idea. But remember, it has to be in a good laboratory conditions if we can. So we can't really do that in the gym. But what we can do is we can choose the same treadmill. Please don't use different treadmills. Don't use different gyms. You need to use the same treadmill. All sensors will be different. And if you use the same sensor, at least it will be out by the same amount every time you use that particular treadmill. So use that treadmill, grab hold of it, get running, and then the sensors tend to fluctuate and they try and even each other out. So as you're running, get into a nice pace. You know that you're within the heart rate limits that you've set, and you'll start running and upping the speed on the treadmill. Bang, up one notch, up one notch. Don't do it too quick. Give yourself 10, 15, 20 seconds. The treadmill I use, I need to make it 30 seconds. It can fluctuate and steadily rise to catch you up. So think about the catching up that the machine you're on is using. How long does it need? May take up to 30 seconds. Then, if you're within that range, just give it a quick tap and keep on increasing it until you can eventually keep up at that speed. You can carry on speaking, talking to yourself. Yeah, I can speak forever without going into long sentences. I'm still in zone 2 or perceive zone 2. And then the moment you up the speed and you look at it, you think, as soon as I get to that speed, I'm out of it. I can't do it. I'm now in zone 3. Make note of that speed. That's the speed at which you're now. That's the top of your zone 2, or the speed before is the top of your zone 2. The speed that you've just upped it to is the lower part of zone 3. That's the borderline that you now want to change so that it goes up, so you can do a faster speed at a lower heart rate. That's important. Make sure you get that speed right. And now we're talking speed. Which is it's something that enables us to feel better. The faster we can go, it just means you can relax a little bit and not worry about, I just can't go any slower, or it's not quite, your body and your brain is thinking it's not efficient for me. So the other way of doing it is on the road. A little bit more difficult, but if you're doing it on the road, it's the same idea, guys. You're going to run, you're going to get into a nice position, you're going to look at your watch, you're going to see what heart rate you're doing, and you're going to think, right, okay, I can afford to do a little bit quicker. You wait till the slopes nice and level, and your heart rate's leveled out, and you make sure it's leveled out, and then you up your speed. Now, don't start going up to the point where you suddenly realise you can't speak, and then go, oh, right, okay, down, or oh, I'm just at the point where my heart rate's just, going on to the top level. Because if you start going up and down, you don't know where the border is. What you need to do, keep up in it, keep up in your speed, bang, 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 all the way through the heart rate, the top of the heart rate zone, and into zone 3. If you're doing it on perceived, I can speak nice like I am now. I go into long sentences, and I'll carry on doing it a little bit further, just to prove that when I look back at the data, I say, look, that's the point where my heart rate went over. I was doing that speed. Bang! You've got the top of your zone 2. It's very important to do this because it gives you the drive, it gives you the enthusiasm, and it gives you a sense of you've done something. And even if it proves that you're not actually improving, it proves that you need to do something else to try and bolster it up. Maybe it's some of the other things like nutrition, but physical attributes on how to get to I can do zone 2 running. Number 3, try data analysis, try keeping those figures, try doing a bit of treadmill work, try doing a controlled run now and again, so you know and you prove to yourself that you've actually done it and you can do it and you feel so much better. I.e., number 3, get the whole idea of enjoying the run into that head, so that you don't have to worry about the data while you're running. You can actually just get out there and do a trial run and come back, because you've done it several times before. You enjoyed it. You look at the data after, you think, where the hell did that data come from? Try it. Believe you me, it works. Number 3, keep an eye on the data. Treadmill or outside? Great idea.